Welcome to Trending Update USA. I am Stefan, and today we're diving into one of the most unexpected, laugh out loud, and instantly viral moments of the Australian Open, a moment that had fans replaying clips, players cracking smiles, and social media buzzing non-stop as Coco Gauff's hilarious reaction sparked an awkward but unforgettable off-court exchange with fellow American tennis star Chris Eubanks, proving once again that sometimes the most memorable moments in sport happen when no one is trying to create them. The Australian Open is famous for heat, intensity, and high-pressure tennis played on one of the biggest stages in the sport, but every year it also delivers moments that remind fans why they love the game beyond the scorelines and statistics. This year, amid blockbuster matches and dramatic finishes, one candid interaction managed to steal attention from even the biggest rallies, and it happened not during a match, but during a seemingly harmless, routine off-court conversation. Coco Gauff, already one of the most recognizable faces in global tennis, was moving through her media responsibilities with the calm confidence that has come to define her presence at major tournaments. Fresh off a strong performance, she appeared relaxed, smiling, and fully in her element. Chris Eubanks, known for his articulate interviews and easygoing personality, was nearby, and what followed was meant to be nothing more than a casual, friendly exchange between two American players sharing the same stage. Instead, in a matter of seconds, the moment turned awkward in the most entertaining way possible. As a comment was made, Coco Gauff's immediate reaction told the entire story. Her eyes widened, her expression froze for a heartbeat, and then came the unmistakable laugh that fans around the world instantly recognized as pure, unfiltered Coco. It wasn't rehearsed, it wasn't polished, and that's exactly why it worked. Chris Eubanks, clearly caught off guard himself, paused, smiled, and then laughed along, fully aware that the cameras had captured something special. That brief pause, that shared laugh, and that moment of mutual understanding transformed what could have been an uncomfortable exchange into one of the most talked about highlights of the tournament. Within minutes, clips of the interaction began circulating online. Fans clipped it, reposted it, slowed it down, added captions, and turned it into memes. Tennis Twitter, Instagram Reels, and TikTok feeds filled up with the same short video, each time drawing new reactions from fans who couldn't get enough of Gauff's expression and Eubanks' response. What made the moment resonate so deeply was its authenticity. In an era where athletes are often media trained to deliver perfect answers and safe reactions, this was refreshingly real. Coco Gauff didn't try to hide her reaction or smooth it over. She simply responded the way anyone would when surprised in front of a crowd, and that honesty is a big reason fans connect with her so strongly. Coco Gauff has been in the spotlight since her early teens, and with that spotlight has come immense pressure, expectations, and scrutiny. Yet moments like this remind everyone that beneath the trophies, rankings, and endorsements is a young woman still navigating life, fame, and adulthood in real time. Her reaction wasn't just funny, it was relatable, and that relatability continues to set her apart from many of her peers. Chris Eubanks, for his part, handled the situation with grace and humor. Rather than becoming defensive or trying to redirect the conversation immediately, he embraced the awkwardness. His smile and laughter showed confidence, self-awareness, and an understanding of the moment. Fans praised him just as much as Gauff, noting how comfortable he seemed letting the moment breathe rather than forcing it away. The crowd's reaction added another layer to the scene. As people around them realized what had just happened, laughter rippled through the area. Even commentators, who are usually quick to maintain professionalism, briefly acknowledged the moment with amused reactions of their own. It was one of those rare instances where everyone watching felt like they were in on the joke. This interaction also highlighted the camaraderie that exists among American players on tour. Coco Gauff and Chris Eubanks may compete in different draws and at different stages of their careers, but moments like this show the shared understanding and mutual respect that binds players together. There was no tension afterward, no visible discomfort. The conversation moved on naturally, and both players carried on with their responsibilities, still smiling. As the clip gained traction, fans began discussing what it represented beyond the humor. Many pointed out that tennis, often viewed as a serious and emotionally restrained sport, benefits greatly from moments like this. These are the moments that humanize players, attract new fans, and remind longtime followers why they fell in love with the game in the first place. Coco Gauff's rise has been marked not only by her results but by her personality. She speaks openly about challenges, handles losses with maturity, and celebrates wins with humility. This off-court moment added yet another chapter to her growing public image, reinforcing the idea that she doesn't need to force authenticity because it comes naturally. Chris Eubanks has been carving out his own space in the tennis world, earning respect for both his play and his presence. Known for his thoughtful insights and calm demeanor, he showed another side of himself here, one that fans appreciated deeply. His reaction demonstrated emotional intelligence and confidence, traits that resonate well beyond the court. As the Australian Open continued, this moment became a reference point throughout the tournament. Fans mentioned it in comment sections, broadcasters alluded to it, and tennis communities continued to share the clip long after the initial buzz. It became one of those snapshots that define a tournament's personality. For younger fans especially, the interaction was powerful. Seeing two top athletes laugh through an awkward moment sends a subtle but meaningful message that it's okay to be human, to be surprised, and to not have the perfect response every time. That message matters, especially in a sport that demands perfection so relentlessly. From a broader perspective, the moment also reflected the changing relationship between athletes and audiences. Fans today crave authenticity more than ever. They want to see players as people, not just competitors. Coco Gauff's reaction delivered exactly that, without trying, without planning, and without apology. As Gauff continued her run in Melbourne, attention returned to her tennis, where she once again showed why she is considered one of the brightest stars of her generation. Yet even as she battled through tough matches, the off-court moment remained part of the conversation, a reminder that her impact extends far beyond the baseline. Chris Eubanks, too, benefited from the exposure, with fans praising his composure and humor. Moments like these build goodwill, and in a sport where public perception plays a growing role, that goodwill is invaluable. The Australian Open has always been about more than just tennis. It's about atmosphere, personality, and the unexpected. This interaction fit perfectly into that tradition. It didn't need drama or controversy to go viral. It relied solely on genuine human connection, something that resonates universally. In the end, Coco Gauff's hilarious reaction and Chris Eubanks' smooth response gave fans a break from the intensity of competition and a reason to smile. It was a small moment with a big impact, one that reminded everyone watching that sports are at their best when they bring people together through shared laughter and authenticity. As the tournament moves forward and new headlines emerge, this exchange will remain one of the defining off-court moments of the Australian Open. It captured the spirit of the event, the personalities of the players, and the joy that keeps fans coming back year after year. And that's what Trending Update USA is all about, bringing you not just the scores and stats, but the moments that make sports unforgettable, the stories behind the stars, and the human side of the biggest names in the game.